What's going on, guys? How you doing? This is TK coming at you, and I always try to hit you with the real conversation, just regular, everyday stuff, but I think sometimes people aren't very honest when they talk about different things. So right now, Bitcoin is in the news just because it happens to be going up in value. I mean, it's outperformed every other currency in the past 6 years. If you compare it against different types of currency, Bitcoin is the highest performer, no matter what. And, you know, it's funny to me because people keep talking about it based on no experience. You know, gold bugs keep getting on my Facebook posts and talk about government seizures and talk about Bitcoin being this or that being that. You know, if you're going to take the time to make a comment in fact. Don't make a comment or an opinion, okay? If you're going to talk sideways, it makes you look sideways. And most of the time, I just have to let that stand, you know, because I don't feel like explaining the truth. I just tell you, you know, what you're stating is not based in fact, all right? So, if you talk about gold and if you talk about Bitcoin, Bitcoin does hold some of the characteristics that gold holds. And that's why some people refer to it as liquid gold or digital gold, because there are some characteristics that are similar, all right? Now, if you're not familiar with those characteristics, don't comment on them. Just say, I don't know enough about Bitcoin to make a comment. And that makes you look better and you're more respected than to spout out a bunch of opinions that are not based in fact. All right? So when it comes to history, history has already proven that FDR will take your gold. Now, in the situation in the Philippines, they're already talking about repeating FDR's actions. You know, anytime the government gets desperate, they take the money of the people, or the money that's in the people's pockets, because all of it belongs to the government. So when it comes to gold, you still have a portability problem in that get on a plane and try to carry your gold through TSA and watch what happens. I always suggest that people FedEx their gold wherever they're going, and that way it's waiting on you when you get there. But try traveling with it and watch what happens. So when it's seen, it can be taken. And they always use drugs as an excuse to confiscate people's accounts. All right? You know, if you can't prove that you purchased it legally, they say drugs and they just take it from you, and then you have to go to court and basically prove that you're innocent, prove that you purchased those gold bars legally, prove that it wasn't done through drugs. So that aspect of physical confiscation doesn't exist in Bitcoin. So saying that it does is a lie, and it's not factual. It doesn't exist. Physical computers, if people choose to put their representation of tokens on a home computer, the computer itself doesn't hold any value. It's not like holding a picture. It's different. Bitcoin is based in keys and key access to representation of tokens. So a little bit different than confiscating your computer for physical pictures. All right? You kind of access Bitcoin through token and security keys. And you can do that access the same way you access your email through various online interfaces. So don't get it twisted, and don't twist or don't talk out the side of your mouth when you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Bitcoin has the ability to give you more power because the physical restrictions that exists within paper money do not exist within Bitcoin. It's just that simple. And that's the reality that ignorant assholes and ignoramuses, I made up that word, don't understand and refuse to learn. You guys talk about Bitcoin as being man's money, as it not working if the power goes out, the government can confiscate it, you know, everything but the truth. The truth is there are no physical limitations, and there's no power that you don't have the ability to exercise if you choose to participate in Bitcoin. It's just that simple. Why the fuck would you turn down something that will financially empower you to the same level of a bank? And then why would you talk sideways out your mouth like if you know what the fuck you're talking about when you don't? You're a fucking ignoramus. I'm making up words again. Because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And people come out their mouth all the time talking negative about Bitcoin when they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You have the power to be your own bank. You have a Swiss bank account in your fucking cell phone, and you're turning it down because you love the slavery that comes with paper money. You guys are killing me. You guys are killing yourself because you are taking the power of financial freedom and you're playing with it, or you're throwing it in the trash because you're definitely not taking advantage of it. Bitcoin gives you the power to step into a worldwide community of access, where now you can send any amount of money to any person anytime you feel like it, with no permission, no third party, and with no restricted access. You can forget about Western Union because they don't charge you any fees to send that money. The amount that you pay is considered pennies in relation to the 30% that you pay in Western Union fees if you tried to send $10,000 across the world. So you guys need to learn and speak from intelligence. Stop speaking from the side of your ass and thinking that you look good, because you really don't. You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You really are turning down the opportunity to generate a salary. I make $200 a day in Bitcoin. Oh, that don't mean shit to you, does it? It doesn't mean a damn thing, I'm sure. But guess what, asshole? It's not something that's restricted, because I have the power to increase that $200 up to $2,000, and that's my ultimate goal. As a matter of fact, the highest person in these in Bitcoin investment banking made $2 million in 90 days. Now you tell me if that's fucking possible through the fucked up systems that you are promoting right now. Because people talk all of this shit when they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Do you have the power to make $2 million in 90 days? No, you don't. But Bitcoin does. And somebody already did it in the same company that I use to pay me every fucking day. The same company that pays me $200 a day made someone else $2 million in 90 days. So don't talk about what the fuck you don't know about. Bitcoin has the power to end poverty. Bitcoin doesn't have any limitations or restrictions on the amount of money possible, nor the amount of money that you can pay yourself in a salary. I'm currently at $200 a day, and my goal is to get to $2,000 a day in one fucking platform, and I have 3 platforms that pay me in Bitcoin every day. So keep closing the door. Keep saying Bitcoin's not real. Keep turning down financial freedom with no restrictions, no limitations, no third parties, no bank to ask permission, no government to tell you you can or can't. You guys are fucking stupid. And you refuse to open your mind, and you talk like you know what the fuck you're talking about when you truly don't. If you open your mind and learn how to generate a Bitcoin salary, maybe you could change your life. Maybe you could become that $2 million earner in 90 days. Or maybe you could be like me and become the $200 earner in 2 months.